Hey, Jordan Bench here, jordanbench.com. In this video, I answer the question, what to do when things don't go as planned. So I'm someone who typically doesn't plan a whole lot of, what I'm going to do in a day. I'm not just it's not built in me to be a planner. I have to work really hard at it. My wife, on the other hand, she is a planner. She loves to plan. She dreams about planning. She just thrives on planning and to-do lists and everything else. And for me, I struggle with it. It's rough. I'm more of someone who just goes with the flow. So I have learned over the years, if I plan something out, a lot of times it doesn't go as I plan. And why get worked up over something when it's just a lot of times it's just not going to happen the way you think it's going to happen. So this week I've had several different instances around filming my videos, doing my YouTube channel, to where things simply did not go as planned. And I'm sure that you have experienced stuff like this as well, to where, you might have had your week planned out, you might have had your day planned out, you had things planned out to a T how you wanted it to go, and it just didn't happen. And sometimes when that happens, guess what? It's like you get frustrated, little things set you off, you get mad, you get angry, you start to act in certain ways that you typically wouldn't. And for me, being a Christian, it's very important for me that I don't act out of who I am supposed to be, that I stay in Christ. As my pastor would say, don't switch kingdoms. You stay in the kingdom of light, don't switch to the kingdom of darkness. You need to stay with peace and harmony and not let certain situations get to you. This week, I can definitely say that I was tested in that area. Not tested by God, but it was just something that I was going through. And each situation was kind of different in its own way, but yet each one kind of tried to hit me. Luckily, though, I didn't let it get to me, but I had every opportunity for that to happen. So today, I'll just give you an example of this. Today, I woke up around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I knew the night before, my main goal for today was going to be to film 2 videos for my YouTube channel. I was going to wake up, film 2 videos for the YouTube channel, figure out what to talk about, what the content was going to be, structure everything, kind of figure out what I wanted to do, film the videos, get that done as early as I could, so then I could just start doing other things throughout my day that I've been wanting to do, that I've been wanting to get to, but I just haven't had the opportunity to do some of those things. Just kind of just finishing, tying up some loose ends is what I wanted to get to, but I had to do these videos first. So this morning I went outside and I was with my wife, and we're walking out by our garden, and as we're walking by, she's looking at it, and this is before we did anything today. We're just looking at the garden, and all I see around our green beans is just weeds and weeds and weeds, and none of us said anything. We just both just started, a little bit picking a couple weeds. Well, that led to, for me, that led to an all-day event. I had so many weeds in my garden. It was so bad. And I knew if I didn't take care of it now, it was just going to get much worse later on. And for me, time is very valuable. So I can't be spending a lot of time in a garden picking weeds. It's just pointless for me to be doing that, within a day, because I have a lot of stuff I need to get done. I can't be spending my time pulling weeds all day. I just can't be doing that. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to head and do what I can do, try to get this stuff done. And I think I had 7, 8 rows of green beans that I needed to weed out. Well, there's a lot of weeds, so it took me a lot of time. And as I'm doing this, I think today was fairly, wasn't really hot. So I'm like, today's probably a good day to go ahead and do a little bit of this, get the stuff done, and I'll go back, work on my videos. And it was around lunchtime, so I went inside to go get something to eat, and actually made keto coffee. I actually have some videos on keto coffee on this channel. You can check it out. And so as I'm doing that, I go ahead and get my drink, and then Laura's parents come in the door. They come in the door, and I find out that they just got smartphones. They're used to flip phones, and I never thought I'd ever see them get smartphones, but they got So they went from flip phones to smartphones. Well, they came over because they needed help figuring out, what do I do with this thing? How does this even work? And me, I'm a really technical guy. I like tech stuff. So obviously I'm going to help them. I'm going to do what I can. And I think they're probably here for like an hour or so. And I'm not saying this complaining. I'm just saying that this was not part of my plan, was to, teach people who've never used a smartphone in their entire life on how to even like how to text, how to call somebody from the phone, like just basic stuff. Not making fun. It's just someone's never been introduced to that. So you just gotta, we had to show them like what to do. So I had that thing to do. I went back out to the garden, and it was so funny because today it would like rain really hard, and then it would stop for like, for quite a while, and it just rained really hard again, and it just kept doing that all day long. So right now, as I'm filming this video, it is 10:30 at night. I wanted to do this video like around 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's 10:30 at night because I was out in the garden until 8:30, and I just got done taking a shower and everything else. So right here I am filming this video. Did not plan on doing that. But I'm out in the garden. I figured, what, I might as well lay some black mat down, like I think it's called landscaping fabric. Put that down because I'm thinking, you know what, I cannot be pulling these stupid weeds anymore. Like, I got to get rid of this. So I put that landscaping mat down, so it's going to minimize the weeds I have to pull, because it's just going to save me time. So I ran in. So like today, I'm just saying, I had to deal with the garden. I had to deal with teaching people how to use a smartphone, and then dealing with the constant storms that were happening today. Because it's like, here comes a storm, so I have to run inside and stop what I'm doing and wait till it passes and go back outside real quick and then go back to the garden. I just kept doing that. And here I am now filming this video, not how I wanted things to go happen, how I wanted it to happen. Like I said, I'm not necessarily like a big planner. And one of the reasons why I'm not really big on planning is because stuff like this happens. And I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to get, all caught up in turmoil. But what I am going to do is I'm still going to push through to try to get done what I set out to do. And for me, this YouTube video, this YouTube channel is very important because I'm pushing on past the 90 days to 120 to get this video, to get this challenge done. So for me, this is absolute priority to get this done. I wanted to do it in the morning, but that just did not happen. So another thing that happened, it was a couple days ago. I filmed a video out by the garden again. And the reason why I did it was because I wanted to tell a story that related to the garden. And it's kind of, the video I shot, I think it was like 16 or 18 minutes. And when you shoot like a long video like that, the last thing you want to do is like redo the video. You don't want to have to do it over again, because you might say things different, or maybe you'll forget to say something that you did say. It's just typically when you do a video, you don't want to have to redo something. Like right now, the last thing I would want to do is redo the video I'm doing right now. So I shot this video yesterday, or a couple days ago, and it was out in the garden. It was, 16, 18 minutes, something like that. And I waited till at night, because I had stuff going on throughout the day. I waited till the night to actually edit it. Maybe like around 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or somewhere in there, 7 o'clock at night. And I go ahead and put the video on my computer so then I can go ahead and edit. And typically all I do is just trim the front and the back just so it looks, from a good start and finish. I don't like to do any editing in the middle. I don't want to do that because it just takes up time. So I'd rather film my videos just seamless all the way through without any starts and stops. This video though, from the very beginning to the very end, the audio and the video did not line up. They were not synced. So like, you would see my mouth moving and the words would not match what my mouth was saying. So I'm like, okay, simple editing thing. All you need to do is just, when you see like the two tracks, all you need to do is just bump the audio some way until it lines up with the video. Okay, easy fix. Yeah, that was not the case, because as soon as I would do that, it might be fixed in one area, but then all the other areas down the line were messed up. So I'm not a good editor. Like, I don't like doing it. It's something that's not fun for me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you have got to be kidding me. Because it's, by this time, it's dark. I have to get a video out. I already have this video done, but now I need to edit. So I literally had to go into this video and cut like every 15 to 30 seconds in this 16 to 18 minute video. I had to splice all the way through and line up within the audio throughout that whole thing. because I couldn't just do one giant move. I had to do little moves at a time to make sure it stayed on track. So then you wouldn't be annoyed by the video as you're watching it, because I get annoyed when I watch those kind of videos, and it's, to me, it's like I can't even watch it. I just have to listen to it at that point. So I spent all that time editing, and I think it was like 11:55 when I published it to YouTube, like at night. So that obviously did not go as planned. I was very frustrated by it, but in that time, I was able to stay cool. I was able to stay calm. I was able to not like let my emotions get to me. I gotta tell you though, my flesh on the inside, it wanted to just scream out. It wanted to get mad, angry, scream out. It wanted to take the computer and say, no more, I'm done with this. Take my phone and say, I can't believe this. And just have little temper tantrums, like a little kid, like a little baby. Have little temper tantrums. That's what my flesh, that's what my flesh was wanting to do. Was wanting to, the carnal nature, the old man, the carnal nature. That's what it was wanting to do. But I'm hearing Pastor Tom, my pastor. I'm hearing Pastor Tom's voice. Don't switch kingdoms. Stay in the kingdom of light. So that was what I was doing. I was just praising God that I have a YouTube channel, that I'm able to post videos to YouTube, that I'm able to help people, encourage people. That to me is important. So I'm not going to get caught up and get mad and angry and whenever these circumstances hit, when things go wrong. And even like this week, and so something else happened this week, but this has happened several times over and over and over since I've started this YouTube channel. I think like right now this is video number like 102 or 101. I don't know, somewhere in there. But something's happened over and over. If I procrastinate of when I'm going to film a video, like if I have the ability to film a video, but I just keep putting it off, something funny happens. Something funny happens like almost every time. And it's like, all right, I'll wait till about 6 o'clock at night to film the video, when I could have done it maybe at like 10 o'clock. I don't know. I'm just saying. Something funny happens. I get ready to film. I get all prepped. I get all ready. I have a really good idea what I'm going to say. And I'm like, you know what? I need to do this video outside. I'm going to do it outside, or, something like that. Right as I'm getting ready to go outside, guess what happens? And it's, nothing against him. It's his life. The next door neighbor will start to mow the grass. Or another neighbor will decide he wants to weed eat. And it's like, there's no way you can film a video with that kind of noise being that close. And it's like, oh, man, like how I was seriously about to step outside and then weed eater, mower, whatever. It has happened to me so many times. Or a thunderstorm. So this has happened, I don't know how many, like over and over and over, this has happened to where I get ready to go outside to film a video, and literally it just starts pouring down. And sometimes, like, because right now I'm filming, there's a window like really close to me. If it was pouring rain, you'd be able to hear it in the video. Like if it was really pouring and thundering, you'd probably be able to hear it. And it would be very distracting to me. So that's happened, and it's because maybe there's a rhyme or reason behind it. I don't know, but it just seems to be funny that whenever I procrastinate and I don't do something when I know I should be doing it at that time, something happens to where it's like a big, it just throws your plans way off. It throws like what I was getting ready to do way off, and it just doesn't make it feasible in that moment to do it. And then it ends up spiraling out to be this big, long, drawn out thing, to which I never wanted to happen. Then I'm posting this video, or I'm posting a video on YouTube at like, 11:30 at night, when I really should have done it at, 3 o'clock in the morning, or 3 o'clock in the afternoon or so. So there's just things like that have happened. But I got to tell you, like today, one thing that really helped me out, and like with all the stuff that happened today, I could have been very frustrated, because in the back of my mind, I could have been thinking, I have to do 2 videos. I have to do 2 videos today. I have to do 2 videos today. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know, and just freaking out. Instead, I just stayed in peace. What I did was I had my headphones in. I was out by the garden. I listened to some praise and worship music. I think I listened to like 3 or 4 sermons today. I mean, I was out there for like ever. So I got to listen to like 3 or 4 sermons, and the messages I'm listening to, they're like an hour long. So I got to listen to like 3 or 4 of those by Curry Blake. If you don't know him, look him up. Awesome stuff on YouTube. JGLN Ministries, I think is what his channel is. Look him up. Awesome stuff. So I listened to like 4 videos of him. Listen to some praise and worship. I got to spend some time like without my headphones and just talking with God, praising Him, and just being in like a fellowship with Him. So instead of letting the situation just get to me getting mad and angry and upset, I get to spend time with God. And really there's, it doesn't get any better than that. And in the process, instead of me getting mad and angry that someone shows up to my house and they need to be taught how to use a phone, no, it's just it's an opportunity that I was able to give back to my mother and father-in-law, because they've done a lot for us. I've been able to give back and help them through something that is just way out of their realm. So I was very happy that I was able to just give to them in that kind of sense, instead of me being like, well, how dare they mess up my day, right? Because I think sometimes people do that. But for me, no, I'm just going to stay in peace. I'm not going to switch kingdoms. I'm going to make the most out of the situation. And I think that's all. I think that's all very much key. You just got to stay in peace. If the plans that you set out in the day don't go your way, don't freak out. Don't get mad. Don't get angry. Stay in peace. Stay calm. Don't let that old flesh nature, don't let that thing get a grip on you. Don't let it get a rise on you. You stay in the Spirit. You stay in the Spirit. You just, you use the self-control that God gives you. I mean, it's, and like I said, I'm not someone who is like a person who plans every detail of my life. And part of it is because I've learned that things don't always go the way as planned. So I'm going to be okay when that doesn't happen, when things don't go the way that I want it to go. I mean, let's just throw this out there. Let's say you want to be so stuck and, like, I have this to happen, this happen, like you have a plan of how you want things to happen in a day. But let's just say maybe God has an idea for what He wants you to do in that day. And if you are so planned out and you're not allowing any opportunity for maybe ministry to take place, that's not a good thing. I think you should at least be open for things to change in case there's ministry that needs to occur. Like, okay, let's say I'm going out and I need to go to the grocery store. I need to get something, but I need to get back by a certain time. But I'm at the grocery store and there's someone who I need to pray for, or someone who maybe I just need to encourage, something like that. So what am I going to do? Am I going to rush back home because this thing needs to get done? Or am I going to spend time ministering to this other person? What's more important, right? The person, laying down my life for the other person. That's more important. So anyways, I hope this video has allowed you to see that you can operate by peace, and that you don't have to get all frustrated and get all mad when things don't go the way that you plan it to. And that really you can just be useful for the kingdom of God, because that's really the whole purpose in this whole thing. So anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments for me, go ahead and comment that below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.